Okay then, let's get ready for today's stream. We'll be starting off with some character creation. We've got a couple people that I need to add in here today, I think one or two. Just make sure I can find them here. So there is the Martura. Is there a the Martura in here? I don't think we have that person in here, so let's go make them real quick. Okay, and let's also take a look at what some other people want. We'll start with the Matura though. So, nickname the Matura. Martura. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. There we go. And let me also make sure everything is working on Twitch. I should have probably done that first. There we go, everything should be working. Let me also place out a message on Discord to let everyone know that we're streaming. Okay, so how do we make this soldier over here? Let's see, I don't have an idea of what I want to do. I'm thinking maybe we try something like... You know what we don't have enough of? We don't have enough horsehead people in this character pool. We should probably get someone in here that can have the horse mask. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the horse mask. We really don't have enough horsey head people. So let's get that guy in, and let's figure out what to do with the rest of his body. Maybe for the body we'll do something like... How's it going, Alex? How you doing? Maybe for the body we'll do something like... You know, I feel like I don't have enough of these types of armors. Let's try doing another one of these types of armors. Maybe something bulky. Let's do the Grenadier armor. That should be fun. Grenadier armor. This guy's looking pretty nice. And then maybe we'll do... What color do we do for the body armor? I guess we should make it like a nice horse color, so brown. This looks more orange than brown though. We get like an actual like horsey kind of brown color. Seems to be as close as we can get it to be. That's fine, well we'll go with that. And then for the secondary tint we'll do something like... Maybe we'll have it be darker. Okay, there we go. Got a horsey like character over here, maybe give you a bit of an attitude. Welcome back, Blade Walker. Alexi. Zerumi does a lot of cool skins, can't really customize them though. Cool skins? What kind of cool skins? Like for the aliens or for the soldiers? I think with a horse, we'll go with Twitchy. I think a Twitchy horse should be fun. Then we'll go with, let's see if we have any voices here that we could try out. I feel like there isn't a Rolf voice yet, so we're gonna use a Rolf voice for this campaign. Alright, who's the next person that we gotta make? I'm liking this horsey guy. Hoping to meet you in the campaign soon, the Matura. Alright, who's the next person? In the Google spreadsheet, Alex wants to change up his character, so let's give it a bit of a change up here. Alex 24, anything melee, post-apocalyptic style. Full of bags and gadgets. Let me see if I can find you in here. this one? I think it's this one. Well, let me just make sure I'm not overwriting someone. Or are you someone else? Is this you or is this someone else? Because there's an Alex24, and then I made this character at some point, but I can't tell if this is you with like a slightly changed username or if I'm looking at someone else entirely here. Yeah, it's me, changed my name? Okay, got it. I will give you a different look, and we'll also change you up in the campaign when we get the chance. Alright, so Alex __ 24, or hold up, how did you want it? Oh, okay, hold up, it's like this, Alex Bivaz 24, there we go, okay. And you want a post-apocalyptic style full of bags and gadgets. Alright, post-apocalyptic style. What's a good post-apocalyptic style? This is kind of nice. With gadgets, though. If we were to add gadgets, maybe we could try something like... We could try something like... oh, we probably have a good overlay to go with this. And I feel like if it comes to post-apocalyptic, maybe Reaper armor works the best. So let's try something like this. Maybe we'll give you Reaper armor, give you just regular arms, left arm, right arm. And then for the legs, we'll give you the Reaper legs if we have that. Followed by Reaper thigh stuff. That should be probably something like worn if it's going to be post-apocalyptic. Armor color, we'll change that to be a darker color. No more hearts, that's probably not too apocalyptic. Maybe we'll go... Do we even need a pattern? Maybe we don't even need a pattern. Yeah, probably don't even need a pattern on this one. Let's go no pattern, but we will give you equipment. What other kinds of equipment can we give you besides this coat? Torso gear, there we go. Full of bags and gadgets. Let's see, what's more baggy and gadgety? So this one gives you a knife on your chest. Let's take a look at that. This one gives you a knife on the chest with a thing on your back. This one gives you things on your back also with, I think, like a little bit of bullets on your belt. And then finally, this one probably gives you the most stuff. We'll give you this one. This one looks like you actually have a bag full of gadgets and stuff. 3 little packs on it too, in fact. For your weapon, we're going to change that to maybe a slightly darker color. There we go. And you want a class that's something melee. Okay, well for this campaign you're a shinobi already, so you'll probably stay as that. But for a future campaign, maybe we'll give you... I'll probably change your head too. Maybe for a future campaign we'll turn you into Storm Rider. That could be interesting. Storm Rider. We could also do a Warden, maybe. Maybe Storm Rider is what I'm thinking. We haven't really seen a lot of this class, so let's do that. And oops, I was supposed to change a little bit else with the other stuff. Yeah, let's give you a cool looking hood. I feel like with this kind of stuff, post-apocalyptic, I don't want to make you look too Reaper-ish, But Reaper stuff is pretty good. This kind of is post-apocalyptic also. Maybe something like... Ooh, a long hood. I kind of like the long hood look. That'll differentiate you from the Reapers too. Alright, and then finally, attitude. What do we do with the attitude? The Storm Rider class actually uses swords, so none of these are actually properly representative of how you will actually look. We'll probably have to mess with your look a bit once we see you in action as a Storm Rider in the future, but right now that won't be you though. That will be for a different campaign in the future. Alright, next person that I need to make. Have I made a Mao Chao and a Lore Matters? Don't think I see a Mao Chao. Oh, yep, we have a Mao Chao. Do we have a Lore Matters? Don't think we see that person, so let's get another one in here. Alrighty then. Knight? We could have also done Knight, but I feel like when it comes to like post-apocalyptic and swords person, Storm Rider might fit, and also I wanted to have a Storm Rider in the campaign somewhere in the future. Alright, we got Lore Matters over here. Let's go figure out what we're gonna do with this guy. The Ed voice. Here, I've never really done a lot of people's Rizio voice, so let's do the Rizio voice. And how do we do this guy? Maybe we'll do laid back. Laid back, and what kind of helmet are we going for? Let's try going with face props for this one. We don't have a lot of face proppy people. Kinda wanna try a face prop person. Maybe for a face prop we'll go with the Tengu mask. Scouter headset. Could also do one of these thingies. All of those look terrible though, in my opinion at least. Oh, we can do that thing where we do night vision goggles, and then there's like night vision goggles that are put up. Wait, hold up, can we do that? Or is that a helmet? That might be a helmet. Okay, so is there another night vision helmet thingy? Yes! Oh man. Okay, we got the 4 eyes build back again. Alright, Lore Matters. I think this is already an excellent look for your character. Maybe we'll give you some torso gear to go with this. I almost want to give you the skirmisher cloak. Here, maybe we'll give you the skirmisher cloak. Or the combat gear A with the little thingy on the back. That looks nice. Can we affect that with color tints? That matches your primary color, okay. Yeah, let's make you darker, so it kind of fits like the night vision aesthetic. And maybe for your weapon, we'll do something like a darker brown kind of color. I do too many black guns. Maybe let's do like a dark brown gun. Just change it up a bit. Alright, Lore Matters. I kind of like your character with the 4 eyes thing. Rizio, laid back, 4 eyes. Looking pretty good. Hopefully you like your character. Alright, one last check just to make sure I have everyone from my sub list. I think that should be everyone to date. Alright, let's get ready for the campaign, and also I will try to update your character in the campaign, Alex. Alexi Time wanted a scrapper for Alex. Scrapper was another option too. I don't really have many scrappers in this campaign. It's fun to use the randomize button. That's my go-to. Randomize for looks, you mean? Maybe I should try that sometime. Just hit the random button a few times and then see if there's any inspiration from that. I'm sure we can get some really wacky stuff with that. Did the voice pack make it? Oh my god, I keep forgetting. I even just updated something for Tedster earlier today too. Or at least I think it updated. We'll see if we have everything in here once we get started. Does the mod that forces promotion options override non-aliens not rolling alien classes? I don't believe you're allowed to make a character as an alien, even if you do select their class as an alien. I could be wrong about that. Alright, hopefully you guys are ready for an exciting Friday stream. We're doing a bit of an extra stream this week because I did miss out on, I think it was Wednesday. Maybe with some of the other mods. Is there a way to set a character in the character pool to be an alien when we recruit them? No, I mean stuff like AU Redux. I see, I see. Alright, let's also get a, oh, don't even need a YouTube playable for today. Let's get ready to do our thing. So first things first, let's go over to Alex. He should be in the character select here. Where's Alex? I think he was our shinobi, if I remember correctly. Where are you, Alex? Where are you? There you are. Alright, hopefully you're happy with that. Let me just change up the name a little bit. So it should be Alex. Last name 24. Nickname was Buzz. There we go. And oh, your weapon colors are a bit off. Yeah, let's give you a nice black color to go with the rest of your outfit. Alright then. Everything should be in order here. Got a couple of possibilities of bonds, but these aren't the bonds I'm looking for.
To all our brothers and sisters supporting the cause, you should know that today your efforts have helped our brave soldiers on the...
Alright. Now, the first thing we need to do today is start by sending out a squad onto that facility assault. This is something that we've been waiting for 5 days in game. Let's get ready to set something like this up. Who's going to be on this mission? Well, I think it's going to be Menace 1-5, right? It's got to be the originals. Okay, so we got a heavy on this mission. That's good. Got a commando. One ninja is fine too. We have a perma-stealth soldier. That would be nice to have on this mission as well. We do have fast guy. We already have an officer, so I'm actually going to take Warspite off. That way we can have Warspite on other mission types. Then after that, we are going to slot in all of our sniper units. Gonna have Leo over here. We're gonna have... Oh, the technician's tired. Do I force him on a mission? If I have enough other sharpshooting units, I don't have to. We have a Fusilier here. I guess 2 sniper-based units should be okay. 1, 2... And then we can just bring other units over here. I don't know, do I force them? It wouldn't hurt to force them on the mission. Let's see if we even have enough equipment. Okay, I can't build anything. Do we have enough guns? I have literally 1 gun. So quite obviously we need some more guns. We need money actually. Well, let's head to the black market real quick. Big mission, let's go. Big mission indeed. I need more money. We're about to get a ton of trooper corpses from this mission, so I can sell most of my corpses. I can even sell a drone wreck. I don't think I'm going to be researching drones anytime soon. I'm willing to sell some more Illyrium cores, maybe down to 6. Just give myself as much money as I need. Underbarrel launcher, we're going to leave 1. I'm going to leave 2 shotguns. Speed I'm going to keep. Unwavering stance I'll keep and never use it. Turret wreck, we're probably going to get 1 on this mission. Underbarrel flamethrower, I could sell like probably 2. Magazine will sell. Data pad, we're going to keep those because those are actually somewhat valuable now. PCS or Psi, we can get rid of that. Basic stuff. Weapon crates that I won't use. There's a superior agility, I'm planning on using that. Advanced heavy barrel, we're probably going to keep that one. Psi, once again we're selling that. Suppressor, we're going to sell the basic stuff. I don't really use smart macrophages, I'm going to sell that too. 300 supplies, that should be more than enough to gear out a squad.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
Commandos really do go commando. Alright, Warspite, you're gonna be out of this mission because we got a different guy. Where's Fast Guy? Maybe it's easier if we select Strike 1, because I think Fast Guy's on Strike 1, right? Oh, he's not. Hold up, which squad is Fast Guy a part of? Let me use some squad management actually. This will make things a bit easier for us. So the Fusilier is here. I think I want double Fusiliers on this squad. So this is our offensive squad, right? We got a Commando, a Rocketeer, 2 Fusiliers, plus a Recon, plus a Knight. That's 6 units already. I think we need just a few more. Keeper is interesting. Gunslinger, Destroyer. We did say that we wanted at least 1 person with suppression. I guess we'll bring this person into the squad for now also. Strike 1 is kind of our defensive squad. This is the squad that has the other sharpshooter, I think. Oh no, I put my sharpshooters in this squad, that's why I'm not seeing them. Yeah, you know what? Let's put our Fusils in that squad. That way we can organize where all of our sharpshooters are. This is kind of unconventional the way we're doing this, but I like to have my people nicely organized this way. Let's do it this way. So that's the marksman squad. -1-5 looks like that. I just want like 1 gunner, 1 rocketeer, 1 officer person, 1 stealth person. This squad over here still needs what? It already has a heavy weapons person. I guess we'll leave this one alone for now. I don't know how I'm going to assign these guys over here. I think the XCOM Defense Force probably uses Nyan because Nyan has the Overwatch build. Makes sense that we put all the people as Overwatch into the Overwatch squad, right? Then after that we have a couple people over here. We also have a pistol person. Pistol person can probably fit in here for now while we figure out what we're going to do with them. And then maybe we'll slap the Juggernaut into... Technically the Juggernaut would fit into the Chemical Squad. They've got a Flamethrower on them. And I think they're going down the Flamethrower build. Okay. Everyone should be organized nicely into squads. Let's see how this goes. Am I missing how I'm an Overwatch build beyond being able to Overwatch? You're an Overwatch build that can do all sorts of funny things. I'll explain a bit more to you if you need me to. Just give me 1 second while I figure out what else we need. Get another hacker's laptop. Let's also get ourselves a laser sniper rifle. One more laser sniper. Good. For this squad, we want to bring along our... Bounty Hunter is not the worst choice, although I think Bounty Hunter is better off for like regular missions stuff. We have a Witch, we have a Commando. I did want to bring the Commando. I also want to bring along... I kind of want to bring along the Technician, but they're kind of tired right now. Might not be the best idea to bring them. The Electrician can help us kill heavily armored stuff, as well as offer stuns for Berserkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get 3 more people to add onto this squad. We should try to get a stealth person, but unfortunately our one main stealth person is currently on a covert action. Overlord, we have... The Witch isn't the worst choice. Templar is a pretty solid choice for this type of mission, I think. We're gonna bring Rishi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do we bring 7, 8 in? Maybe I'll bring the Dragoon, just to have like a hacker type unit on this mission. Dragoon and probably a heavy. Between Danny and Cyanogard, who is the most valuable person here? I think we'll bring Cyanogard on this one. Cyanogard has suppression built into them, as well as fire in the hole and heat arsenal. That should be perfect. Alright, with 8 people, this will be a 10-day mission. Let's start building up equipment. We need some Templar armor. Templar armor going. Let's make sure everyone here has armor. We have 3 sets of armor. If we don't have enough armor for everyone, we can unequip our snipers. Snipers should be out of range of being hit. Let's see. Do we unequip our snipers or do we let them keep it for safety? Let's see how armored you are without the armor. 5 HP, that's not the worst. I think you guys are fine without armor. I just need to make sure to give you guys nanoscaling. If I give you guys nanoscaling, I don't think that should be an issue. So let's do that. Yeah, you guys can operate with like just 7 HP, 8 HP. No armor on you guys is completely fine. I want to give armor to the people that'll be more likely in the front lines right now. These are the people that really need it. One more suit of armor. Running low on alloys here. Costs so much alloys to load these guys up. We also need some weapons. You using my tune as a officer this campaign, Rodar? Probably. I think the Commando makes for an excellent officer. So I will probably turn you into one. Let's get our laser cannon. Do I build a 3rd laser cannon? feels like a waste of supplies. For safety, it's probably the answer is yes. For conservation of resources, the answer is no. Let's get everything else first. Tempest Gauntlets should be the next thing that we build. Tempest Gauntlets for Rishi. We're also going to give Rishi the medkit, ceramic plating, and another set of nanoscale. You can never have too much nanoscale on your soldiers. It's just really good to have. I'll give you an RPG. That might help us set up some sort of kill. Maybe. I don't know. Just gave that guy an RPG for no good reason. Advanced Heavy Barrel is perfect for you. You really don't need anything else. I think if someone was going to take a heavy cannon, it should probably be the other guy. Because you're actually in charge of shooting mechs using your whatever that's called, the electro shot thingy. Technically, this person has plus 30% damage against robotic units. They both could use a laser cannon, honestly. Alright, there we go, load it up. I believe Rishi might have made it so that Chosen can show up on this mission, so we have to be a bit careful about that. I might actually want a second set of Shredder rockets, actually. Assuming that's true. Also, we might just find Requiem stuff, so it wouldn't hurt to just grab 2 Shredder rockets. Got multiple Shredder rockets right there. Let's make everything else available. Nanoscale and medkit. Really, it's just nanoscale and medkit. I find that to just be as close to optimal as we can get it for the early game. In my opinion, at least. There we go. We got all the stuff we're looking for. After that, we're going to start loading up our people with things like depth perception on our sharpshooter. What else are we loading ourselves up with? We have Overwatch perks, more sniper stuff, emergency life support, plus mobility. Fast guy, I am going to make you into an officer. Emergency life support isn't the worst option. Although you're mostly going to be in stealth, so I don't actually anticipate you getting targeted too much. Fusilier over here can probably grab themselves a depth perception. Depth perception is a great thing to have. You're an officer, so I'm going to give you an emergency life support. Or you will be when the time comes. Taking damage does not clear suppression. That is actually quite good for you. I think people who run suppression as part of their perk trees should definitely grab that. Soldier ability. Yep, you got suppression also. Unwavering stance. What's dedicated suppression? Is that just like an old term for suppression? Look, yeah, mod gives point of interest as mission rewards. As Tetzer says, that should be a Long War thing. I believe that's also in vanilla, right? You can get stuff in vanilla. They just don't label it as a point of interest. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Rocket launcher, you got your things, you got your things, you got your things. Here, we'll build a laser cannon just because we can. Alright, I'll build a laser cannon, and I'm gonna regret it later because I'm spending too much money on stuff that I don't need. Do I do that? No, I'm gonna hold strong here. We're not gonna build a laser cannon. I'm gonna harden my heart and refuse the laser cannon temptation. And when I find out that this was actually a horrible idea, I'll blame Rishi or something, I guess. Bayonet, there we go. Alright, you guys, everyone's all loaded up, ready to go. This should be a very fun mission. Fast Guy, you're the officer of this mission. Trusting you to take care of all of our kids here. Get out there and do our thing. It used to be the Combat Awareness PCS, but just renamed it since now it gives both abilities. I see.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Alright, so we will be liberating the spot. There was a troop column that I could have done, but we missed out on that. Right now what we care more about is this region up here. This region actually took quite a bit of a hit earlier from the assassin mission, so it's down to 7 people on intel now. We have two options. We can either look for a liberation over here, we can look for troop column over here, or we could start working on this second region. Both options are fine to me. I think we'll work on this one since we've already done so many liberations. It just makes sense to do more missions around here, I think.
This will prove to be an important step forward.
Sectoid autopsy complete.
The sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past 20 years is a testament to both the aliens' mastery of
And
genetic
now
engineering
for the early
and their pursuit of
psionics.
advancement, regardless of the risks. The science is
We
eager
will
to
see
begin.
whether or not this gambit pays off. I do not know if it will, but hopefully it does. For a troop column over there. Not a good troop column. I would boost this, I think. This is worth doing. Alright, what squad are we sending on this mission? Probably not the Covert Ops. Chemical Division sounds pretty strong. Jane Kelly's Kill Squad also sounds pretty strong too. Both are quite nice. I think I like the AoE on this squad, so I'm going to send these guys. And then alongside that, I'm just going to send in as much AoE damage output as I can, I think. Maybe we'll bring in the Bounty Hunter, maybe we'll bring in... the Ranger should be fun to train up. Train up the Ranger, maybe get ourselves... I don't have any more laser weapons for you, so I'm probably not going to bring you on. Frost Captain could start training up. Better to start early than later, right? The other option is Quartermaster. Or Ninja. Do I need like a stealth unit to scout? I probably need a stealth unit to scout. He's also an officer, so I should probably bring this guy. Now, we don't have a lot of armor available. I'll try to buy as much armor as I can, but I think we're running quite low on that. Looking at these soldiers over here, the people who need armor the most are going to be... Let me just give you this +1 mobility. I don't like seeing you with only 13 mobility. It bothers me. Running low on nanoscaling, but it should be fine. Sawed-off shotgun, you got a hunting shotgun, that should be upgradable into laser shotgun, excellent. Got a laser shotgun, laser vector lance, you got a basic gauntlet, flame torch can probably be upgraded. I think we have an upgrade to that somewhere around here. We only have 8 alloys, so we can't really build that much armor. We can build the immolator, that only costs 1 alloy and 10 supplies, quite cheap. With the boost, we can get this down to light, so I'm not too concerned about that. Quite happy with this, in fact. Can we fit in just a little bit more nanoscaling and armor? That is the question. Oh, that was expensive. That was quite expensive. Alright, who needs HP the most? If I were to say who needs HP the most, I'd probably argue Wati. Wati is going to be like in the enemy lines with that 18 mobility. Wati is going to be running straight into enemy lines, doing all sorts of nasty things to them. I don't think we need to buy anything else, maybe? Laser SMG, laser cannon. I gave you an immolator. You're mostly just going to be using flamethrower, and that's really it. You're mostly a hand cannon user. You throw knives. I could give you the laser shorties, but instead I'm going to save that one alloy for the other squads if they need it. I think for now this should be good. We don't have any suppressors, right? We don't, but we have a bayonet. Do you have a bayonet? No, you don't. Nothing. Alright. This will be a mission for the chemical division. Let's get them out there. Laser sawn off. I was thinking about it, but at this point in the game, I'm pretty sure that both barrels will kill just about anything. So if I can hold off on spending stuff, I can. Then I will probably hold off on spending stuff, if possible. Let's continue looking for liberations over here. I think there's a liberation 3 that we're still waiting on. Well, it's almost done. Once that expires, then we can start looking for it. Oh wow, already! Nice! Neutralize target in vehicle. Frost Legion. Heavy Frost Legion troop numbers to be deployed on this mission. The first instance of damage is blocked. That's quite good. We should definitely take advantage of this. I'm going to be boosting this mission, so let me just make sure that I have enough intel. Yes, we definitely have enough intel. This is a mission very worth doing. 7 days light. Perfect opportunity to bring in that Advent officer. Maybe we'll bring in Quartermaster. Definitely want a heavy on this. Rook, Muton Trooper. I have a laser weapon for you, so I might as well bring you in on this one. Mission, Hijacker. I want to bring you on this mission just so you can start building camaraderie with that Frost officer, but the option isn't available yet. You're still tired, and I'd rather not force you to work too hard. I could bring Analyzer Tama, maybe get a hack on this mission. Is there even anything to hack? Not really. We might be able to like steal in Advent Drone, maybe? Steal an Advent Drone? That could be fun. Or I can... Let's bring this witch. Can I build a weapon for you? If you guys hear thundering outside, that is my side, not on your side. I don't have enough to build Tempest Gauntlets. Oh my gosh, it is really rumbling. I'm assuming the Muton doesn't have armor. Nah, I never built him armor. I gave him a laser rifle though, so that should be enough. This is a squad that is going to have to function without a lot of equipment. I think I'm willing to try this out though. I think this team can handle it. Can I give him like his laser weapon at least? Adjusted frost rifle? Okay, I can at least give him a frost rifle that's adjusted. Let me just make sure that's actually what I want to build on this guy. I'm going to bring all of my rockets here. Maybe one set of Predator rockets in case we can counter Requiem. Bayonet, interesting. Can you get a bayonet? Oh, you can. You can also get one of these. Okay, that's quite nice. Sure, let's try out this adjusted frost rifle nonsense. So the depleted one is here. This does a little bit more damage. Doesn't say whether or not this inflicts frost. I'm going to assume it doesn't. Here, grab more RPGs. This should be fun. We'll give you a bayonet. This guy over here can only grab a bayonet. Maybe I switch that around then. Instead of a bayonet, I'm going to give you the flamethrower. And you can grab the bayonet. Alright, you guys, let's get ready for a mission. This one without much equipment, so it's kind of sketchy right now. Hopefully you guys will be okay, though. How's it going, Metaphysic? Alright, how's this squad looking? It's looking mighty questionable. No armor at a point where mutons and mechs are starting to show up. We have the laser weapons. We can at least alpha strike. We have the firepower to match. That's really the important thing. And if we want to stealth this, we can. We can sneak around behind the vehicle, blast him with a rocket. He'll just instantly die and we walk away. Although it would be kind of nice to just grab resistance contacts. Alright, those are the 2 squads we're going to be sending. I don't think we can really send anything else, so at this point, switch you guys over to recruiting. Therefore, we can start getting more people back in that region. Black market, alloys, intel. I can either look over here for missions, or I can scan at... where is that? Hey guys, we have a new subscriber today. And thank you very much for the sub, Rishi! Thank you very much for your continued support.
The first thing that would cause damage, with a few exceptions.
The first thing that would cause damage... What would the exceptions be, I guess would be the better question. Is it like poison, fire, burn, like that kind of stuff? Would that be an exception or something else? Does Requiem corrosion count as an exception? Falling sounds like that would be an exception. That's one of the few things that most mechanics don't account for. I think I wanted to scan at Reaper HQ, but I don't find Reaper HQ, so the only other option is Skirmisher HQ.
Setting course for the Mexican regional.
Skirmisher
press.
HQ is not bad either. This is passable. What thing am I trying to dig out that's not getting dug out? It's that thing. Shielding power coil will be done in 3 days. Once the psionics are done, I want to immediately start working on that, so that should be quite nice. Oh, look at all these missions that I can't do. Well, I might be able to force this
Setting
one.
course
Let's see.
for Sector 9, Western United States.
If I can force it, that would be nice. Although I'm not counting on it. We really don't have, like, the equipment to send too many more people out. Got a laser SMG, so that's good. We have weapons for the Rook. No. Not really. If I were to send out one more squad, it would look something like this. I don't know if I would trust the squad to get things done. I mean, you got a flamethrower. It's not that bad. Surprisingly, it's actually a passable squad. It's not a squad that looks like disgustingly unsalvageable. I could try to get another hack mission for Tama. I'm kinda tempted to do so. 143%, that would go down to very light. If I wanted it to go down to extremely light, I need to find a way to infiltrate a little bit harder than this. Now, whether or not we'd actually survive this mission is a different story. We'd be relying completely on damage output from the sniper rifle, as well as the laser Taipan SMG, and the Taipan sword, and maybe the flamethrower and rockets. That really is our only source of true damage. Everything else is just kind of chip damage here. Could do a Shiv YOLO. You know what? That's not the worst choice, actually. A Shiv YOLO. I kind of wanted to give soldiers EXP, but Shiv YOLO is not a bad choice either. The Shivs are here for something. Maybe we let them do the something. I'll have to boost this one, of course, but it gives Analyzer Tama some more EXP. That's always good. Alright, I guess we're forcing this. Can't say I feel like this is the best idea, but hey, it's an idea. I'm gonna give you no equipment so you have the highest amount of mobility needed to get in position with your flamethrowers. Tama over here can just grab a medkit for safety. You know what, Tama? Your hack stat is so bad, I'm gonna give you 2 hackers' laptops. Does this actually work? Wait a second, he's actually getting 10 hack stat. You're telling me, oh no, 1 laptop isn't enough. He has to have dual monitors. Now he's really gaming. Analyzer Tom is a real gamer now. Dual laptops for the maximum amount of gaming possible. Alright, well, we'll do this. You don't get 4 uses of system infiltration from what I'm told. It's just the 5 additional hack stat. Aw, really?
Sky Ranger
That's right. 5 additional hack stat, that might make a difference.
Setting course for
Alright,
Mexico.
back down to Skirmisher HQ. And we continue scanning. Got our very first combat medic. Let's go take a look at him. See if there's anyone else to train up. These 2 will become the side troopers, so no one else to train up, I think. Probably. Alright, stay tasty. What are you gonna be doing here? Ooh, you look pretty well geared for a combat medic. I like the claw look with that shoulder thingy and that little bit of plated armor on the front. We're missing something here. I was scammed! Advent just stole a perk from me! What is this? I want my money back! Where's my perks? I need my perks! Why do I have 2 copies of Take Under? Are they different? I feel like I deserve to use Respec Soldier. Oh, Bloody Knuckles, that's pretty cool. Hit and run. Again? Pet Rock! Alright, let's see if this fixes it. Respec Selected Soldier. Did that work? Yeah, I gave him something. Okay. So this is gonna be your actual perk set. Bradford forgot to pay for perk packs. This person has the Ripjack Slash, does not end turn, low profile, grapple, paramedic. Your accuracy's average, but we can always fix that with grapple expert. Field surgeon, impulse, shadow step, scattering blast. Dervish. A movement action point. A standard action point and a movement only action point. I kind of like Dervish a little bit more just to reset the cooldowns on those. Skeet shooter. Shotgun finesse. Don't need mobility when you got grappling hooks everywhere. Disabling slash. Oh wow, that's quite good. Between that and close counters, I don't know which one's the better choice here. Reckoning, Slice and Dice, Breach, Sentinel, Raging Bull, Implacable. This person gets Run and Gun, wow. Interesting perks on these soldiers. Resilience, I like resilience on this type of soldier. Skirmisher type soldiers tend to stand out in the open with the way we play, so it helps them out quite a bit when we give them that little bit of a bonus. You know, I always say like this seems pretty solid, but just not something that I feel like taking on most of my missions. Because a lot of times when you've already killed 5 enemies on a mission, you don't really need that much HP anymore, is how I feel about it. And by the end game, the 1 extra HP from shielding doesn't feel as relevant. I mean, if you can stack it up 5 times, that's great, but it feels like it falls off quite hard. I think I would start taking this perk more often if instead of it saying it can activate up to 5 times per mission, it says it can stack up to 5 times max. So it's like if you keep losing it, you can keep refilling it or something. Although I don't know if that would be considered broken. It probably would be. Maybe make it so that it can stack up to 3 times or something. I would probably take it if it did that. Maybe. Center mass, dedication, run and gun. This person's got really good perks. Let's try to think about how we would play this person out. So I'm gonna do something like this first now, just to really set up an idea of what I would do with this person. How would I do this? Reckoning. I don't really need Reckoning when I've got Wrath and Justice. This package kind of negates the need for that. Slice and Dice maybe, because it strikes twice. Maybe even Breach. Well, let's think about which one of those 3 we would take when comboed with stuff down here. So, I grapple up to a flank. I spend one of my 2 action points to pull an enemy over, so that's 1 action point down. We are allowed to shoot him, to kill him maybe. So let's say we shoot him, and we get an action point back. So we still have 1 action point with close encounters, and then since he's dead, we have Implacable now. So now we have a movement and an action. Then I can move next to an enemy and shoot them. I can also move to a better position and Wrath. I can also use the movement for Reckoning. That is an option, I think. No, I think Reckoning would just use up the 1 action point probably. Slice and Dice is an option too. If I have Run and Gun active, that allows me to do even more stuff. If I have Run and Gun active, that also allows me to trigger Run and Gun with my Implacable, and then I can do, can I do 2 actions if I use Run and Gun? No, because these are turn-ending actions. So what would have to happen is I'd have to use Reckoning, which would, I believe, cost 1 action point, even with a dash, right? Yes, that is how it works. So with my 1 movement and 1 action point after killing with close encounters, 1 action point is spent running up to a guy with Reckoning, but I'd still have my Implacable movement point, and if I hit Run and Gun after I do that, I'm allowed to move and shoot again, or move and grapple again, or grapple and move, or do whatever the heck I want. That's an interesting combination. I think we might do that. I can also just take Lightning Slash if I have enough AP points and take Slice and Dice. One nice thing about Slice and Dice is that it applies the debuff of this thing twice, or the chances of the debuff twice. So instead of just a 20% chance of hitting them, it would be a 0.8 squared minus 1, 0.8 squared minus 1. So it would be a 36% chance of inflicting paralysis or burn, depending on what the actual chances are. I don't know if it was 20 or 10%, but it increases the chances of this going off if I choose to take Slice and Dice. Do you remember how armor works? You mean like armor points, armor HP, or just armor as an item? Maybe make Adrenaline refresh ablative plating on kill. See, it's one of those weird things where it's like HP is not meant to be an infinitely replicatable resource. But it feels like getting up to 5 points is too much effort for the amount of work that it takes. That's how I feel about it, but I've also never taken it. I oftentimes change my opinion on some perks when I do finally take it and try it out a bit. It's just that I'm not willing to spend the points right now on this soldier because they've got Run and Gun and Resilience. So I want to use these as well as Lightning Slash. And Center Mass, that actually works with their double shotgunning. And Dedication. Being able to run past Overwatch is quite nice. In fact, this is actually kind of mandatory. Some enemies, I believe, like the Advent Vanguard, if you pull them towards you, they will actually use their close combat specialist against you. This is actually quite necessary for the soldier. Alright, we're going to do something like this. I like to be able to justice enemies, use Dervish to reset cooldowns, and close encounters. It's just a really strong class overall. The Master Sergeant class perk isn't even like the strongest part about this class. It's the fact that they get grapples with a shotgun, which is something that the Skirmisher could only wish to have. I'll probably do something like this. I'll mark that, but we're probably not going to have enough points to take all of this. At the very least, I want to have dedication and probably run and gun, whereas resilience is nice to have, but I guess with the way I play these types of soldiers, I kind of do need it. This is kind of the bonus thingy that we may not necessarily be able to get. If I can get this though, I can forego Reckoning and instead take Slice and Dice. And that should be enough action points to do like the 4-hit combo that the soldier can do. Hi, is there a mod list? Right now, this mod list is very experimental and subject to change quite a bit. But if you go to, I think like the first or second of my YouTube stuff where I upload all these streams to, you should be able to find, at the beginning of the stream, I kind of slowly scroll through the mod list that I'm currently running at the time. And that you'll get a general idea of what I'm running. But this is also including, I think that shows up. The Beyond Legendary tweaks should show up in that mod list. I think most of the stuff will show up besides like a couple of the cosmetic things. No problem. Okay then, I think that should be fine for now. We'll figure out what we want to do with them later as we start ranking them up. Bobo finishes up training, nice. Let's give Bobo that trial by fire, and we can really start turbo training some of the baby soldiers that we have around here.
Laboratory facility operational.
Alright, laboratory operational. I like the little effort that the modders put in to like add these little cutscenes. It looks nice. For those of you guys who are new to this, this is the workshop and laboratory mishmashed together with an R&D lab, which is basically a second proving ground type thingy. Adrenaline has a weird use case because armor can block all HP damage as long as you had some ablative. Oh, I see. So what you're saying is if you have a soldier with a lot of armor, every point of adrenaline can actually just block all damage. Okay, I can see the use case there then. I get it, I get it. Maybe I'll try it out in that, on like an armored soldier at some point, if I ever get one. Okay, so in order to keep up with Rishi's stuff, we need to max out research. So the first thing we're doing is getting all our scientists in here. I will buy, how much is that? 75, 50. Do I have enough for both? I think I do have enough for both.
Laboratory facility upgraded.
Max out our research. Let's throw one of our engineers in here. Which engineer are we throwing in there? Probably this guy. Throw this guy in here. And let's start getting some gremlins in here also. One gremlin up there. Another gremlin down here. And screw it, let's do this.
Laboratory
go all the way.
Upgraded.
We're going all the way, guys. Alright, do we go left or right? We have one more thing to splash in here. I can also upgrade the ring. How much is that? 100? Never mind, I can't upgrade the ring, I lied. This one gives me alloys. I do need alloys for armor, so let's go this way first. And after this, we need to sell even more stuff so we can get the resources needed for psionics. Oh gosh. Oh no, there's Faceless! Not like this. That's EXP for this soldier. Let's go do the Faceless mission. I generally don't like doing Faceless mission.
For the Eastern U.S. precinct.
Mostly just because it takes too long, and I'd rather forego the resources than do it, but in the early game it's worth doing it just to get a bit more EXP on your soldiers. You also get corpses and stuff, loot, all the fun stuff. And also early game is when the enemies are least lethal, so you're less likely to lose resistance recruits. Later on in the game, when the enemies start pumping out elite troopers, your resistance recruits tend to die very quickly. I know they added more HP to them in Mod Jam, but their damage output is also always behind XCOM by a little bit. And with Yellow Alert, you always run the risk of like some random Advent shock trooper coming out of nowhere and just blasting them to death in one shot. I think part of being a good XCOM commander is just knowing what missions to just pass up on. Like, there's this level of like, oh man, I gotta keep doing missions, keep getting rewards, but sometimes you gotta be able to step back and be like, okay, I know mutons are spawning like this month, so because I don't have fully geared out teams, I'm going to not send them out. Now, at the start of today's stream, I just sent out a whole bunch of units without proper gear, knowing that there will be mutons this month. We're just gonna pretend that I didn't make that mistake if something bad happens, and if we do the mission well, we just say, damn it, I'm the greatest commander ever. The frag grenade never upgrades the plasma on rebels, so your guaranteed damage falls off hard. It's true. It's true. To be fair though, they do get like mag weapons eventually and laser weapons, and those do fare decently well against Advent units when you need them. It's not the end of the world not to have them. Wait, is this a base assault with 4 fusils? No, we only have like 1 or 2 fusils on that one. Or without 4 fusils? Yeah, we don't have 4 fusils for this. It'll be fine though. Probably, maybe. Early mid-game psionics, we are at mag tier stuff now. We're actually not at mag tier stuff yet. Technically the Tempest Gauntlets are mag tier, but we're mostly at laser stuff for now. Oh god.
You may want to instruct your men to exercise restraint when using explosives.
I like to imagine that we just come in blasting that music at max volume, and somehow Advent still doesn't know we're here because we're concealed.
Exercise restraint when using explosives. Explosives. Explosives.
Oh, that's a really cool pit.
Commander.
Really looks like a trench warfare pit right there. I like that.
I must devise my plan.
I would like to see more custom maps, you know? That's something that I would love to see more of. One of the things about XCOM 1 that made it more drawn out type of firefights versus XCOM 2 is that XCOM 2's city center maps, they have half cover everywhere. There's really no empty spot where you can't really easily move up to. But are those the snake egg assets? I think those are. But in XCOM 1, one of the reasons why long war engagements could become so drawn out and challenging is because certain maps, there was just no cover to move up to, and you had to like throw down smoke and really ration out your resources, and a lot of times sustained firefights would end up happening because of that. I'd love to see some maps that have like a little bit of artistic flair to them. Like for example, if someone made a map that was meant to be played like trench warfare, where there was like a little full cover deep hole in the floor and you had like shoot across at the enemies or something, and they also got their own little full cover trench over there, and then you have like a very sparse no man's land in the middle with like bits and bits of cover that like your assaults would try to like move into, and you'd have to like protect them and stuff. That'd be kind of cool to see. I feel like sometimes modded maps try too hard to be fair to the players, and because of that,
Movement.
ooh, we're walking in the wrong direction. And because of that, we tend to have like just maps that are not boring, but very straightforward to play. It's just move up to cover, take every action that you can. No really thought beyond that. I feel like a boomer. The current generation of XCOM players.
More speed.
They have it all too good. They don't know how good they have it. Back in my days, cover was earned. You had to take the positions from the aliens. Back in my days, you had to take advantage of the fact that the stairwells had no good line of sight. And that was your cover. The fact that the aliens couldn't see you was your cover.
Go, go! ぴったりだったね.
Ooh, aliens. Hello. We will get sectoid corpses from that. So what I'm hearing is make more maps for Ronar. No, you have to make more shitty maps for Ronar.
Rolling out.
Make maps that no one would ever want to download after playing it once or twice. But you see, that's the thing though. No modder wants to make a thing that no one else wants to play, right? I'm a very small demographic in the list of players. Oh, these guys are walking right into us. Oh. I kind of want the corpse. I think what we'll do is we're just gonna keep overwatching, and then they'll walk into us, and we just shoot them to death.
Hold on, no, I got you. Catch that guy.
Except me, exactly, right, Rishi? I feel like your set of mods very much just caters to me as a player specifically, which is why I just really like all your stuff. Okay, we need to like get them to walk into us somehow. How do I do that? Stand you over here. I think that's how we do it. Now, if the enemies walk into us on yellow alert, then I guess we're getting shot. That guy might get shot to death, but that's okay. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Free Overwatch round. Yay! Hey, dropped him. Nice. Not bad, actually. Managed to kill the biggest HP guy. Problem is, this guy's on Overwatch, so someone might have to take damage. That's always annoying. How do I kill this guy without getting Overwatched on? I could just suppress him. I want to give you the kill, though. I want you to get the kill. Here, you can just get the kill on the grub, then. Or try, at least. I should have reloaded, but I'm feeling really lazy about everything right now. Okay, I want you to run up to this guy and shoot him in the dick. So let's see if we can trigger his Overwatch. Or at least cancel it. Hey, nice shot. Okay, we canceled it. Alright, who goes for the kill? I think the highest HP person
I'll
should
scout
do it.
ahead.
Just in case we activate something, they have to sit in half cover. Nice work. Evac zone out.
I'm real tired, dude. Drop me off at my crib, baby.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
You won't even get nipped.
Back in.
There's a small handful of people that pretty much all in on my stuff. Aside from that, people just look at it and react like, what the heck are you thinking?
I like making my own treats.
I think it's one of those things where there's a lot of people where video gaming to them is supposed to be relaxing, right? Like you come back from like a 8-hour job. You don't want the first thing that you deal with to be to start a campaign for like 30 minutes and then just die and then have to restart the campaign and have like no progress made.
On my way.
You might have felt like you wasted all your time and stuff. Some people feel that way. I should probably reload that person before I run forward more. And I just left you behind because I'm
お
not
茶
paying
にしません
attention.
か？
Hold up, come get some.
Let's bring you a little bit forward. I'm assuming the faceless will probably be like... Where? Oh no, this map extends down this way. Which way would they be? Probably towards the back of the house, if I were to guess.
頑張って。
I look at Requiem and think I can max this. You know, some of the Requiem stuff is actually... At first I thought that, but now looking at some of the newer stuff, I'm like, wait, this is actually kind of exciting. I particularly like the Chosen changes. The way the Hunter just takes like 2 shots on a person, instantly downs them, and kidnaps them all in 1 round. I think that was really the thing where I looked at it, I was like, this is actually really cool. I think the SMG person should move in first. They have the least good actions to take.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Okay,
I'm coming through.
ケーキはいかが？
we'll check out all the way till the end of the barn, and if we don't see anything, then we'll, oh, there they are. Hello. Alright, only 1 faceless, that's not too bad. Ooh, the Advent Troopers got a lot more HP. Did you buff them, Tedster, or did they just get that from something? I think Tedster might have buffed them for today's stream, maybe, unless I missed a dark event. We have a grenade. There's a faceless back there. Flashbang will deal with that. You have smoke. Here, let's look out this window and see what we see. You see anything? No, okay, just suppress the entire group. Excellent, excellent. Now what do you see? I see a sectoid. There's a trooper right down here to the side, I think. Like right next to that sectoid somewhere. I think somewhere down there. That grenade should hit him though. 5 damage on the sectoid, but none on the trooper. I thought the trooper would be there.
Absolutely.
I think we'll just dash up Overwatch or something. We can also throw a flashbang on them. That should be perfectly valid also. Particularly, I want to get it on the... I think the faceless is too far to reach us. Is it? You know what? I don't trust this. I haven't read what the faceless can do. For all I know, Tester gave those things running gun or some shit. Flashbang.
I'm on it. What you think, man?
We do have 1 more grenade, but I do kind of want the corpses, so I think Overwatch is the way to go. Let me smoke up over here, so at least we can hope that this person doesn't get their suppression cancelled. The sectoid has body awareness now. They put clothes on. What a time to be alive. Yeah, the sectoids have clothes now. Isn't that nice? If you guys are ever strapped for resources when dealing with faceless, they don't regenerate HP when you hit them with Overwatch. So if you need to like kill them with sustained fire, Overwatch is a great way to get an initial engagement going. Can't see the faceless from here. There we go. See if we can give you a kill. We'll go for an XCOM. Nice shot. After that, just gotta take care of these guys. We have a couple more flashbangs, so we should be clear to just keep on throwing flashbangs against them. I also need to get ready to get to a flank against them so I can do some damage. Maybe I get... Maybe I just say fuck it and take the damage. As long as I'm in smoke, I'm happy. I think I'm here if you should be good. Alright, keep them flashed, and we will take them out with either volume of fire or out positioning. You got plenty of HP. I think you'll be fine even if we fail to kill both of them. Probably.
My patient is wearing thin like Mama's head of hair!
Well, at least you hit him, kind of.
The pedal is on the right.
Alright guys, place your bets. Can we at least kill the sectoid this turn with these guys? Oh, that was good damage, that was good damage. Just need a graze. Just need a graze. Who can actually take this guy out? Does anyone have enough mobility to do so? Not quite. Alright, you guys will just overwatch,
Sure thing.
and we'll see if we can take care of the sectoid.
Affirmative, covering now.
The answer is no. Wow, that was 47% even with flashbang. That is actually quite impressive considering they only have like XCOM rookie stats. That's incredibly impressive actually. Let's see if the gunner can get any kills. They are the only person here that's actually an XCOM trooper.
どう？
And the only person here who will actually get kills. Close, not quite.
感慨深いわ。
That's alright.
シャランラ
Bye bye.
Hey, I can't see jack through all this fucking blood.
There we go.
Positive confirmation.
Good job to
Area
the squad.
secured. Status
Flawless
confirmed.
mission.
Mission accomplished.
Just the way I like to start off my streams. I suppose this weekend I might as well start on a new maps pack. Get back in the habit. Pain maps or normal maps? Rishi says yes. A mix and match of agoraphobia maps, claustrophobia maps, and ordinary Joe maps. I do like that. The variations would be really nice. It would be cool if we brought back that thing where there was map descriptions before every single mission that we had in Long War 1. I don't know if we have that, do we? We might actually have that. I think Tedster said that the game would mention whether or not a map would happen in the sewers or not. Ronar, ask Rishi what embraced endings do. What's an embraced ending, Rishi? Because I have no idea what this person's asking about.
Commander. The aliens must be getting nervous by now.
Long War of the Chosen gives you the terrain type. Okay, terrain type. That's honestly quite a bit of information already. Kind of. Depending on how Rishi messes with things, it could be an interesting gameplay dynamic to kind of balance out the tougher maps, just to have like a little bit of a warning. Remember back in Long War 1 when the map would say long corridor and you'd be like, oh god, please don't be a train, and then it ends up being a train and you're like, oh god, it's a train. Flanks everywhere, no places to take cover, very slow moves up, just pain in general.
We're getting thin on manpower, Commander. We should check with Resistance HQ for new recruits.
We have 0 supplies. We're gonna need some money. Shielding power coil will complete soon. Once that completes, we're gonna immediately start working on this alien debris and try really hard to get some money in. And I should probably sell enough stuff so that I can start working on these Scilabs. So let's figure out what we're capable of selling here. Now, we've been going really hard on selling Illyrium cores. I don't know if that's the best thing to continue doing. We will eventually need a ton of those. I'll sell one data pad because that's worth a lot. Basic defense, basic autoloader. I'll sell one more of those. Okay, let's be honest, I never use the underbarrel launcher. It falls off very quickly and I almost never get a chance to use it. I think this does upgrade to plasma grenades eventually, does it? I have no clue. But even if it does, I always do plasma grenades research really late, so... Let's do this, sell some more Illyrium cores. Don't worry guys, this isn't a bad idea, I swear. This is most definitely not a horrible idea that will put me behind really far in the late game. Definitely not. No problems at all. My plans are solid and they can never fail me. Is what I keep repeating to myself. I need more money, but 102 for now is fine. A point of strength just disappeared over here. I think they're trying to pump another point of strength over. Oh, they already got it here. Damn it! They got a point of strength there already? Ah. Frustrations. Alright, let's just go here and start looking for missions here. This is a nice spot to gather intel, do missions. Hopefully. Another rookie contacted. I'm down for rookies.
Commander, we currently have no new supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
High aim, low mobility. That's a sniper unit. What sniper unit do we need? Let's find out how we want to build you. Does this guy have a name? This is the Martura. Okay. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, by the way. Is it the Martura or is it just the Martura? Until I'm told how to pronounce it, I will make up my own pronunciation. Your name will now be pronounced as Ligma. Alright, so let's go train Ligma over here. We got a sharpshooter. That's a pretty strong build. I did need one more sharpshooter. Marksman could be interesting. Utilize a snapshot. I want like a death from above type unit though. We have 2 fusils, so I think one more sharpshooter should work. I think we have 2 fusils, right? Yeah, 2 fusils, so one more sharpshooter or something equivalent. Anything with death from above, really. I just want death from above. The maximum range sniper rifle type build. Ronar, what's Ligma? I don't know. Does anyone in chat want to fill us in on what Ligma is? How about a map full of weird watchtowers and little ground level cover? Oh, that'd actually be kind of interesting. The dream kind of map for the skirmisher class. Be able to grapple to anywhere and have full cover? You never get that for skirmishers. What do I do with the high accuracy sniper person? I need a good sniper. What recommendations do you guys have for death from above sniper class units? Are there any, or is the Long War 2 sniper the only thing that gets that? It's the medical diagnosis Tygan provides for the inability to hit a 99% shot. Any recommendations? If not, then I'll probably just go with the good old classic sharpshooter. It's a class that I'm familiar with, and I know they'll definitely be able to perform. Let's go from the top. So there's technically an agent class sniper build. Let's actually take a look at how the Asian class sniper build looks. I'll consider giving that a go if it actually looks good. Agent. Where's Agent Bobo? I need to look at your kit. Bobo, I can't find you. There you are. Demolitionist? That's not a sniper. Aspirant is a cool sniper, but I don't know if it has death from above. Does it even have, because the last time I looked at the Aspirant class, it looked more like a psionic support type of thingy. They get double tap, which is kind of interesting. So you get squad sight and compensation. Standard action point. Only standard shots count for this perk, not special attacks like Deadeye. Oh, I see. Compensation and double tap, I'm assuming is how that works. Anatomy, nimble hands, surgical precision, concentration, Deadeye. Double sniper shot is okay, but not exactly what I'm looking for. I also want to have death from above for the extreme ranges. We need extreme range to kill some of Rishi's deadlier stuff. We're gonna need like some big range. I guess we don't need to have the extreme range. Maybe a class that stacks a lot of crit damage onto their single shots. I think that's the main thing I want. Just really big damage. Sharpshooter has Deadeye aggression builds, which Deadeye aggression Alpha Mike Foxtrot builds. Those work really well. Surgeon is a good Overwatch sniper. I don't want Overwatch though. Overwatch is not bad, but I'm not looking for Overwatch, I think. More bounty hunters. I wish I could just have a whole team of bounty hunters, but you're only allowed one of those. Let's take a look here. Aspirant, Assault, Buccaneer, Combat Engineer, Commando, Demolitionist, Destroyer, Electrician, Executioner, Freebooter, Fusilier, we already have 2. Gunslinger, Heavy, Hijacker, Hitman, Hoplite, Hunter. Hunter has some interesting stuff, but I'm not looking for a stealth type of hit and runner. Marksman uses snapshot sniping. Not looking for snapshot sniping either. Does Saboteur get squad sight? Technically, disabling shot on a squad sight unit is quite strong. Scout. Yeah, I think if I'm gonna go with some sort of sniper build, Survivalist is an okay option too. I think we're just gonna go Sharpshooter. We'll explore the other side of the Sharpshooter tree, and they also get disabling shot. Hunter / Survivalist into lead the target spam. I was thinking possibly lead the target spam, but I kind of want to have like guaranteed hits on my round. I know that the Sharpshooter has the Deadeye crit build with Alpha Mike Foxtrot. They can do absurd amounts of damage, like 40 damage in one crit if you set them up properly. So I'm probably going to aim for that one. And I'm assuming with Requiem weapons I might be able to breach 50 damage. I think that's like the most amount of damage I've ever dealt in a single shot, was like 45 damage. So I'm curious to see if I can break my record with all this new stuff thrown in. I'm very excited to try that all out. Dang, there's a lot of strength in here already. Jeez.
Commander, the aliens are still moving forward on the Avatar
in
project.
East Africa. There is a
Taking
facility
out
in
that
here.
facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
So we'd probably contact here, maybe build a radio relay here, and be able to contact into there. intel. Okay, troop column. Let's go for the boost. Light mission. 5 people. I think these guys should be able to handle it. Let's begin. Unless I'm completely outclassed because I undergeared them. Hopefully that's not the case. They get a free Overwatch after shooting, I mean. Oh, after shooting. Maybe I could consider it. When I read the term surgeon, I kind of thought that they would be more of a support unit. But I guess if you think about it, Pet Rock's combat medic unit was basically the combat class, not a medic class. If we ever spot a surgeon in the future, I'll look through its kit again. Alright, but while we're waiting for all of this to play out, let's go look for some YouTube playables to play. I'm sure we'll be here on the screen for maybe a couple of minutes. Okay, last time we played Skincare Time. Do you guys want to play more Skincare Time, or do you guys want to play something different? Oh, Parking Jam! I played like a bit of this. Let's play Parking Jam, guys. The Surgeon, ironically, doesn't get Field Surgeon. Really? I feel like the classes that sound like they're supposed to have a medical profession should probably have more healing perks. I remember the Combat Medic. I looked at it and I was like, wait, you literally only have like Paramedic. And maybe something else. Alright, let's have all these cars go home. This is a really hard game, trust me, guys. This game is so damn tough. It's the toughest game I've ever played in my life. Like, you won't believe how tough this game is. But look at that, guys. Only 65% of players have solved this map. That's an XCOM rookie's accuracy there. I am at the very least above an XCOM rookie's accuracy. That's how math works, right? Besides the Specialist, what's a good healer? I feel like the Specialist is actually the best healer. Just because the ranged healing, as well as things like Revival Protocol, makes it really good. Maybe the new Psyops are really good at it too. Alright, let's begin by finding where the enemies are. WTF, this parking lot has no exit and entry. What country is this?
Roger that.
That parking lot was a specially designed parking lot. Ooh, is this the mausoleum map? I think it is.
On my way.
Oh my god, stealth civilians almost caught me. Gotta watch out for those stealthy civilians.
Moving.
They'll catch you if you're not ready.
Will do. Got it.
Alright, ideally we set up a flamethrower and hit a whole bunch of enemies with that. Probably the 8 Advent Trooper pod. Because that usually shows up on this mission.
Heading out.
This map is actually really big. Oh no, this is the edge of the mausoleum, kind of. Or is it? No, it's pretty big. Where's the actual mausoleum, or is this a custom thing, just using the same assets? It could be something else entirely, and I'm just reading this wrong.
Confirmed.
Be a bit careful about running these diagonals. We had a bit of an issue with that earlier on.
Already there.
Creepy map, I like the vibe. I like it too. I heard a Muton. Remember what I said about sending people on missions under geared when Mutons are spawning?
Moving to position.
Keep in mind that there are civilians
Ready for
spies
reconnaissance.
on these sides over there. Don't run into the
Moving on
backs
target
in it, please.
location.
On it. Good to go.
Where is everything? This massive
Position
map
confirmed.
and you have everything like right in one corner or
You
something?
hear anything?
I swear if we just have an entire map all gathered in one spot, I'm gonna be so mad.
Orders confirmed. On the move. I've got enemy movement here.
Okay, we found them. Now then, we are going to set up all of our flamethrower people around these spots and hope that the 8-trooper pod walks into them and dies.
Heading there now.
And that is the plan. Let's hope that this plan works.
Confirmed. Location confirmed. Affirmative. Covering now. Got it covered.
Advent officer hanging out around up here. I'm thinking he'll either continue moving left or move down a bit. Hopefully these guys just fuck off. No, they don't fuck off. They're fucking on. Oh, I can't get through. Okay, I can get through this way. If I position you here, they might walk into it and just all die. That is the play.
On your order.
Oh! Okay, okay, okay. Or the stealth civilian can get me. God damn it! Hi. Yes, we're gonna have to fight you all now. Yes, we're completely out of position. Yes, yes, yes. Fine! Fine! He has close combat specialist. Oh, they're all just lined up there. That's cute. There's a stun lancer there. We're completely exposed. Stun lancer might knock someone out, so he's a high priority threat. Advent officer and sentry. We need to flamethrower this little group of shitheads over here. This flamethrower is really big. It should be fine as long as I don't get hit by the shotgun guy down there. You have Nightfall actually. That should be pretty good. Okay, we'll use Nightfall to just delete this guy real quick so I don't have to worry about him. Advent Trooper, Purifier, Engineer, Officer, Priest.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Alright, first things first, remove this guy from the game.
Okay,
Dead.
so I got one.
He's gonna close combat specialist me. Unless I go from around the sides. We can flamethrower like this, and that actually hits all of them, so that's perfect.
It'll send you into a deep and everlasting sleep.
Beautiful work. Dealt with that. Do I have a rocket for these guys? Oh, I should have checked to see if she had a rocket for those guys. That would have been really nice. You just get behind full cover so you can run out there and flamethrower next round, I guess. If there was a way to protect you from dying from like 5 shots, I'd probably send you up to that slot, but I don't think I can. So you're gonna sit there. Somebody does need to come up here and deal with the Frost Legion dude, because he will not die from the flames, probably. Unless he's standing on flames, then he'll be burned for a long time. You can come around the sides and try to shoot the priest in the back. That's another option too. I kind of like this option actually. I don't think much can flank me from the sides.
No problem, boss.
Get some initial damage on him, please. Excellent damage. Not enough to put him in the med bay. Or, not the med bay, the dead bay. Do you like that pun? The dead bay. I thought it was pretty funny. I want a rocket at these guys, but I don't know if Eula's rocket is actually reliable here. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure Eula's rocket is not reliable.
I'm on the move.
So let's do this instead. Not you, not you, you. Look, guys, I'm in stealth. They can't see me standing out literally in the open. Oh god, this is funny. This is never not funny. Oh, what if I command you when you run into them? Well, that depends on your accuracy then. How good's your accuracy at hitting them? I either run you up to here in Overwatch and try to hit all of them. No, the Purifier's gonna hit you too. That's not good. We'd rather the Purifier not hit you. I think I'll run you back. We'll command Eula and see if she's able to shoot a rocket at them all. Her rocket is... Oh, I saw it. You can't deny this from me. I saw it. Was that it? Do I have to aim it above? Oh, man. 4-tile scatter rocket. Do we trust this? Hey, chat. Do we trust the 4-tile scatter rocket? Of course we do. That was fucking balls. That was complete balls. Alright, well, you fucking try it, I guess. We have a couple of people sitting in the open. If someone reveals them, they are all just gonna get shot to death. Big oops, I guess.
On the move.
That would just be a big oopsies. Alright, please roast to death very quickly. No, not the 1 damage, the 3 damage. Okay, fine, 2 damage, I'll take it. Hopefully they stay on fire. Mr. Officer moving up. He gets the free mark and he also gets a shot. That does put Wati in a bit of danger here.
Took some damage here.
Hang in there, Wati. Hopefully you'll be okay. Taking a shot, nice miss.
I'm taking fire.
I'm curious if the engineer is smart enough to flashbang the people that are in stealth. That'd be quite an interesting question. Cool. Suppression. Double move from that guy. Purifier moving in. Is that double move? Double move right there. Trooper moving in. Taking a shot on one of our guys down here. Oof. Big hit on Xanoist. Hopefully he's on fire for another round. Can you be on fire for another round? And Sectoid. Okay. Let's see how this turn plays out. Oh, there's more.
These mutons.
Oh god, that's a Muton Harrier! Okay, I need a flamethrower up there really quickly. I need a flamethrower up there very quickly. That Harrier is... Uh-oh. Hang in there, Xanoist. Come on, don't go down yet. We need you for just 1 round. Okay. Okay. So, there's an Overwatch from the Sentry. Let me just make sure that the Sentry is... not harboring any dangerous perks. He's got the combat awareness. Grazing attack. Ready for anything. Okay. This guy, on fire for 2 turns. Excellent. Exactly what we're looking for. Snake. 2 turns. Excellent. What about Sectoid? 2 turns? 2 turns? 1 turn. Okay, so the Sectoid might still be alive. Your life is in jeopardy until I find a way to make sure your health is better. You can run around knifing things. That gunner is actually probably dead if I set this up correctly. Can I get to a flank on that gunner? I can get right in here, although that leaves us open to everything else, but that is one way to take care of the gunner. I can come up to here, throw a knife at the sentry, and then chop the gunner. That's another option. Our chop does 5 to 7, so it's not a guaranteed kill. But it's a reasonably okay chance at killing the gunner if I need to use it. I'm actually considering killing the gunner that way. So run up to here, throw a knife at you, remove the Overwatch, and then hit the gunner. You with the sawed-off shotgun. I think the sawed-off shotgun is getting delivered straight to that guy's mailing address. So when we find that Muton Harrier, we're going to hit him with that. This guy over here, 1, 2... I think from here is a safe sawed-off shotgun shot, but I could be completely wrong about that. I don't want to be completely wrong about that, so let's think a little bit harder about this. I have a shot from you to kill something. I think we can use it on either the engineer or maybe I just finish off the trooper. You've actually got an action to finish off this guy and then followed up with a flamethrower. That is actually quite solid if I can remove that Overwatch. So let's start with this. So first things first, we're going to get around the sides so we can hit that guy with the... So we can hit this guy with the throwing knives and remove his Overwatch. Not you, you. Can you please crit this? No crit, no bleed either. However, now you can go for the gunner. Mr. Gunner, where are ya? Let me just make sure you don't have anything crazy. Oh, I have to kill him to remove that suppression. Ooh. I have to kill him. I hope this kills him.
I'm spotted.
Of course we min-roll. Of course we min-roll. There is no universe in which we don't min-roll, guys. Okay, so that just happened. I can run you up to here and just stab that gunner to death. That would finish him off finally. I wanted to use your action to kill something else, but I think that might be what we have to do here. So come on up to here and finish off Mr. Gunner. He's also one of the more threatening enemies, so it's not a bad choice to use this on him. You get like some cover against everything out there, I guess, and also I think I gave you some armor, so that should be okay. Should have let you kill this guy actually, and then let that other guy finish off the sentry. Could have been an efficiency there. It's fine though. Okay, we finally got rid of that. Now, I do need to blow up this purifier, otherwise he is going to do damage to us. I think their explosion radius is like this. So I think from here we should be fine, and we should be able to hit him. Hopefully. Because, what's your range from 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. I can't be here, I think, because my accuracy is only 78. Or like plus 30 on this, so that would be like 58. I think you have to be here. I'm kind of scared about having you take that shot from there, though. Then after that, I just come up with you over to here, I guess, and then just light the officer on fire. Put you like here and see what you can actually hit. Down.
Eye for an eye.
So you can get that guy. You can't hit those guys, but you can hit the sentry if we feel like he needs to be dealt with. You need a medkit, and you need to hope that the sectoid doesn't one-round you if you want to stay here, or you have to move somewhere else. Not the best odds. I'm gonna have to take fire from a lot of stuff this round, though. I didn't want to have to take fire from a lot of stuff this round. I really don't want to take fire from that sectoid too, because this person just does not have a lot of HP left. Let's definitely heal yourself up first, and then we'll decide on what we want to do with our actions next. You have a YOLO shot, you have bad flamethrowers. You can run to a better position, but the sectoid will still shoot at you. I can also bring you back to finish off the sectoid, but then you're further away from the Harrier, which I don't want. 1, 2, 3. I think this is definitely far enough away. I just have to like rely on a really shitty aim chance though. And if I miss this shot, I have to deal with the fact that this guy is going to be a huge pain in the ass. I don't know what their explosion radius is. Is it like 1, 2? I think it's 1, 2, right? I think this is safe, probably. It should be safe. 1, 2. Is it? Or is it 1, 2, 3 diamond? Remember to call evac? You're right. Good point. Good point. Let's have an evac out.
Need an evac!
Does anyone here know the exact explosion radius of the purifier?
Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
I think we definitely burned that guy. I just don't like leaving the sentry alive. It bothers me. I could just say fuck it and like bayonet charge across the map and then just be as far away from this guy as possible. Oh shit, I can see him from here. Hi. Okay, if I hit him with this and he decides to stand still and shoot me with his Harrier bombs, that's gonna detonate this explosive and kill everyone here, including us. So probably not the play to charge at this guy. We can finish off the sectoid, that is valid. It just means that I'm going to be very far away from everything. Purifier this round can probably hit all our friends, maybe? Not necessarily, you're in full cover and you're kind of at an awkward angle from the hit. I think he can probably hit you, but not you. I'm pretty sure flamethrower goes on this guy. They both do about equal damage. I think this guy does a little bit more. Alright, and hopefully he just dies from the burn straight up. I know it will hit you 2 tiles away orthogonally. 1, 2. So you're saying if I'm here it'll hit me still. Okay, so I have to be here, that means here or here. Here or here. And here. I could also just choose to get lit on fire. I really don't like that option. Their fires do so much damage over time. This guy also gets center mass. I don't think that applies to the flamethrower though. Really don't want to take that. I could just run everyone over here. Then he just has a field day burning everyone now. That's not exactly... I think removing him is top priority here. Let's try to remove him. 1, 2, 3. I think this should be safe. If that's somehow not safe, then I don't know what to say. 78 only? Jesus! Plus 3 damage, that's 9 damage. How much do I need to kill him? 10? So that's 85 and damage range 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's 4. So this is like a 60-ish% chance to kill him. This is the 78. I'm gonna take this. Please don't miss that. Thank you.
I love it.
Okay, finally removed him from the game. Excellent. That's exactly what we wanted. Final action, I guess we tank a hit from the sectoid, who might possibly down you actually. He can actually bleed you out, or even just kill you straight up. The other option is to get away from the sectoid, but I don't think that's actually possible unless I take cover like this. That civilian's kind of occupying our tiles. Like this should be safe, and then you can come over here and finish off the Frost Bomber next round. That's an option. I think I'm down for that option, actually. He might just die from the burn himself, depending on how much it ticks. Yeah, let's keep Xanos in a safe spot here. We'll have Xanawas get ready to take care of these guys next round, and by sitting here, you'll be safe, mostly. Yeah, we're gonna need a flamethrower to take care of him. That snake is dead. Can you die? Oh, thank God he died. Excellent. You're dead also. Someone's getting shot.
I will not let it go.
Nice, protected. That guy's taking a shot. Hey, Lamau, get XCOM, bitch! What's that? What's that? Something about an XCOM baby? What's that? That's XCOM baby? I hear a baby crying in the background. It might be that XCOM baby. Ow. Orthogonal is the opposite of diagonal. Oh, so maybe I could have gotten a little bit closer. Oh, he's gonna flashbang me, isn't he? Don't do it. Oh, he took the shot and missed! What is this? RNG God, blessing Commander Ronar? No. Now, you guys might be like, oh, that was just so lucky, Ronar. How did you do it? No. That was 100% skill. Because I am the master of XCOM. I deserve this. I deserved all of that, for I am the king of XCOM, the king who deserves everything that this game offers to him. No other soldier deserves this but me. Commander Ronar truly is the greatest of all. Damn, Ronar, how'd you do this? Step out to here, and I don't believe that triggers the Overwatch. Bye-bye. Finish off the job that we finished earlier. Okay, now I have to kill off everything else here. He's dead. He's almost dead. I guess we go for this. So this Muton, if you guys don't know what this guy does, he shoots a cannonball that ignores cover, but just rolls his 70 aim to hit. And it has like a slight AoE to it, I think. I think that's what he does. We have enough HP to take a hit from him. Get kicked. Not too bad, not too bad.
Heading out.
Snake is gonna die. I need to deal with this guy and that guy up there. I'm gonna see if I can mark him with the flare gun. I probably won't be able to. If we land it, that's great. If we don't, that's fine. We don't.
It's still moving.
Look, guys, I'm never lucky. Look how unlucky I was. But Ronar, you literally just dodged every single shot on the last round. No, I'm just never lucky. I don't know why. I can just never do anything right. Oh man, this is so unfair. I never get what I want. I miss everything. It's the worst. It is the absolute worst, guys. I don't know how my luck could get any worse than this.
Just lucky they don't let me use my hands.
One dead sectoid, we can remove that. Alright, you, sir, you have an action to take. You can just run up and stab a guy. I do need that guy dead. And I'm not guaranteed that he's gonna die this round. Let's see what you can do. How about that? What can you do? Can you possibly shoot the frost bomber to death? Half this team should be in the med bay, possibly bleeding out. This is quite nice. It's always nice when RNG's on your side. Not quite. Alright then, I guess you're going to be in charge of killing... I really want to get the hand cannon kill on something. Is it greedy to try to greed for the hand cannon kill? I feel like it is. We'll stand as close to each other as possible so he has a higher chance of using a flashbang instead of just straight up shooting us in the back and putting us in the med bay. This type of mutant does not have counterattacks, if you guys are wondering. That's why I'm able to melee them.
I have it.
All the unique mutants tend to not have counterattack abilities. NG? They really want this person out for some reason. Why do they want Xanoist? Leave Xanoist alone. Ow.
Let's get this show on the road.
We've got a sawed-off shotgun with your name written all over it.
Well, it's something. You're nothing to me. I didn't sign up to haul freight.
Wadi's so brave. Literally just runs into a group of enemies and just starts blasting with a homemade sawed-off shotgun. Alright, just gotta kill this guy left. I'm gonna have... Where's the hand cannon person? You, hand cannon person.
What's over there?
I want you to blast this guy so you can get the thingy.